And welcome here to Talk FCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, where things at Barca, they may actually be happening. Obviously, it hasn't been a very busy few days. It has been quite quiet at the club, apart from maybe bad news. But right here, we may be finally on the verge of doing a deal, and this is regarding Marcus Rashford. And what we have right now actually is some very, very reliable information, because right here today, David Ornstein has confirmed that Barca, they are in the final stages of a deal with Man United to sign Marcus Rashford. And of course, all along Barca, they've not wanted to buy him outright. They've not really wanted any sort of obligation. They don't want to be tied down to a deal for Rashford, but they would like to bring him in and just see what he can do. You know, Hansi Flick is a fan of the player, the kind of profile that he is, and we are closing in now on a loan deal with a buy option. And that option is very, very important there. It's not an obligation, and Barca really, as it seems right now, we're actually going to get the deal we want, and that is actually quite rare. But the reason for that is because we're dealing with Manchester United. They are even more desperate than we are this summer in terms of moving players on, in terms there of shifting those absolutely massive Rashford wages. Now, of course, we know that Rashford, in order to join Barca, because it's his dream, because it's somewhere he really, really wants to be, he's been pushing for the move all summer long. He's been training in Spain. He's been going on YouTube videos saying that he wants to play with Yamal, and because of all of that, he will be taking quite a significant wage cut. And of course, that is very, very important for Barca too. In terms this summer of registrations, we know it's not going to be always that straightforward in terms of new signings. So Rashford here making that commitment in terms of his wages, it's absolutely vital for the club. But I think that now we are in that closing stage, of the deal. It looks as though it is going to happen at some point now, because like I say, David Ornstein, very, very reliable, especially when it comes there to Premier League teams. Now that we are in the final stages of that, what does that mean, though, for the rest of the transfer window? Is this Barca now kind of accepting, kind of saying, okay, there's nothing else that we can really do? We know that we've been looking at players there like Luis Diaz, big money moves. Does that mean now they are almost willing to settle on Rashford there? They don't want to spend too much. And to be honest, I would get behind them not splashing the cash this summer in terms of that big left-wing signing. I think there are players out there that we could be targeting. There are players out there that would be decent buys. But in terms of Diaz spending that huge amount of money that it would take to get him, if we have to settle, I would kind of take that in a way right now. But at the same time, guys, it might be the case here that Barca have agreed this deal with United, that they have agreed something here with Rashford, and they might still be doing some other work in the background. So don't rule out other moves so far this summer. But I just thought it was very important there today to hear that report from Ornstein, to hear that Barca, they are closing in on Rashford. And what would you think of that? What do you think about him, the potential of him under Hansi Flick in a Barcelona shirt? Are you behind the deal? Is this something that you can support? Or are there still concerns there about Rashford as a whole? Can he fit? Can he be an impactful player for us? Do let me know, guys, in the comments down below here today. And of course, I'll be back soon with all of the latest news. But thank you indeed for watching and for all of your support. But until next time.